like, I've done all the acts, right? My name, I also go by Hollywood, like Hollywood was this old guy in the 60s, and he was like, spy boats and intrigue and a big star, Hollywood. So he died or passed away, and they started calling me Hollywood in Connecticut. I was Freeway Patrick. So I was out there by the roadside. You know how the Beatles said, why don't we do it in the road? Like nobody will be watching us. Well, people were watching, and we would hold up traffic for miles, and I'd sell newspapers. If you ever find the Norwich Times from '65, you might see a little bit of me there. And not to toot my own horn, but anyway, so I've done all the acts, right? And they call me Hollywood, and anyway, so take ancient Greece, right? 1,000 years ago, several thousand years ago, and you got Ulysses and Odysseus, right? Famous hero, playing that act, So they call up King Kong, right, to kill the enemy, right? And he fails, And they call up Godzilla, and he breathes fire, and he can't get it done. And then they call up the Patrax, and I breathe out this old stale crackhead, and it kills everything. And so I'm saying, I don't suggest crack to anyone or hard drugs, but that's what can happen, And cigarettes don't especially lead to heroin, but sometimes I wonder, I mean, I've been off. I was off hard drugs and alcohol. I was for like 23 years, and well, I haven't shot any drugs recently, but basically, I've done any hard drugs. But when you're without them for a long time, it's good. But when you relapse, it's pretty bad. But so I'm just trying to make my way here and not do anything but maybe smoke a pot, a drink, and that's gone pretty well for 4 or 5 days. and so seriously though, I mean, if I'm doing something hard, it's like I'm really, really hard to put up with. So it's not worth it. But also what we got here. So if you think you're being deprived of due process, go out front and see if the lawn is wet. So, do you know how they keep the halls of Congress clean? Wow. With a shiffer. Adam Schiff, the head Democrat. But and then like our past president, who us Democrats don't name by name anymore, or not much, we could lead him to impeachment, but we couldn't make him drink it. I know some Davis people like him, that's all right, but I liked him before he was president. He's a hot guy, getting all the chicks and stuff, I know he's paying $100,000, but anyway, and my third edition of my joke books has like 30 Trump jokes in it. I sent to the president when he was in office, and he sent me back a card with a signature on it. I don't know if he read the book or not, but I also sent first and second edition to the Queen of England. And I wasn't expecting a return mail, but Jeannie Price, her assistant, messaged me back and said, well, the Queen liked your letter about being a comedian, but she had to return the joke books because they weren't in her preview. So that's all right. And then Vladimir Putin, I wanted to contact him, and I did, and President Biden was kind of down on me for that because I asked him about, I said he had 5 minutes to surrender. To who? That's wanting him out of Ukraine, right? So if you want to mess with world politics and world leaders and a regular teenager, young adult to kick your ass, it's kind of strange, So there's a lion, and there's a lion and his group of lions. So a bigger lion comes through. This is the huge lion. Bigger lion comes through and trashes him and 5 of his top guys. So policeman lions questioned the guy, and he says, well, did you get hurt? He says, no, he just hurt my pride. So thanks for the laugh. I like that. I mean, if you don't get a laugh, I performed at this other place. I did the whole act. Nobody even laughed at all. I came here, brought the house down, Yeah. So, would you guys mind if I exited this and sang one song? Do you have time? Hold on.